One of my followers recently asked me about the idea of posting your relationship online, how I felt about that, what I saw in my practice. I see a lot of couples that have problems and they relate to what they posted online. But I think the underlying problem of those was miscommunication. Couples did not talk about their boundaries in regards to what was okay to post and what wasn't. But I do want to go through a few of the things that I've seen in my office as kind of a warning to you all that are in relationships and you are using social media. Because don't get me wrong, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. In fact, I post photos of my hubby and I on Facebook and Instagram all the time. But when I do, I'm really careful. I usually shorten it. I usually make sure that he's okay with the photo, because a lot of us are very sensitive about different characteristics or felt flaws within ourselves, and we don't like that broadcasted in a photo that's particularly unflattering to us. So I think part of being a good partner is being aware of that and talking to your partner, getting their approval on the photo before you post it. That's part of being a good friend too. Basically, you don't want to post something that when you do, it brings hurt or feelings of worthlessness to the person that you're with, that you really care a lot about. So let me just go through some of these, okay? One of the things is we have research that when you post it on social media, whatever you're doing, your significant other, it makes a relationship stronger. We have noted that there is a stronger bond or connection because you're basically now stepping up your commitment. You're saying the two of us are together and you're getting support from that. So in that way, that's really good for your relationship. The not so good thing is we also have a lot of research on the jealousy and envy that happens. And most of that is because of comparing, or your partner may post something and say something and someone may comment that was an old girlfriend or boyfriend, or they may say something negative about the two of you. And when you're reading all those and scrolling and comparing yourself to them, or significant others from your partner's past, if they comment, this can be very unsettling and it can create a suspiciousness of cheating or betrayal in some way. So I think it's very important, once again, that we go back to the communication thing, talking about what you're going to post before you post it, and know if you have an insecurity within yourself that would make you more suspicious of what your partner posted, or who commented back. I think knowing ourselves, self-awareness in this situation is extremely important to avoid any conflicts within your significant relationship. I think the other thing is that I love about social media is it keeps my family connected. My family is all from out of state, so that's really important, and I can see their families too. And I think many of my couples use it as a way to kind of keep up with family and let family know that this is what we're doing, see different pictures, so that family feels like they're with you when they can't be with you in person. It also creates better better family connection when you are together. I think that they don't feel like such strangers. There's not that weird awkwardness about who you're with now if they're able to see photos of the two of you and get comments and actually talk to you online. I think it makes it, I think this aspect of sharing your relationship is really important. The downside of that is you have to be very careful about boundaries, and you have to save time together. Finding, you can post any happy picture from the past, but unless the two of you are continuing to maintain that, to actually go on dates, to actually do things that don't involve photos. So many of my couples complain that their whole date is taking photos and they don't really even talk or share time. You still need that close time. You still need that 20 minutes to an hour every day to connect, to feel close, to get validated by your partner, to check in with your partner. Basically, that's what's important, and that is not what you're posting. So that's on you all, and you have to remember, we can post photos, but we also need to take private time where it's just the two of us, and I don't have to worry about a photo shoot. The other thing is, I think it's a great way to stay in touch with other couples, because, I've done videos about how the support of other couples really keeps your marriage strong. And if you think about it, when you get married, you always have witnesses, right? Those are your bridesmaids and your groomsmen. It's important that you continue creating new friends and making new friendships with other people. And it's much easier to find a like-minded group who supports your values and your boundaries when you're posting online. And many of those couples, like I keep up with several of my couple friends by what I post online. And when they've gone through a hardship and there's the two of them together, makes me reach out faster. I might not know for a long time otherwise. And I think that's true for all relationships and all couples in this quandary of, should we post stuff or should we just stay off of social media together? What's important is that you both can see it, you both can check it. I also think it's great that you can document your relationship. Like, you can see pictures when you were first together, and then once in a while, like Facebook will give you a reminder 6 years ago or 10 years ago. And it's neat to look at those photos, and it that part strengthens a relationship too, because it makes you remember, oh my God, we're still doing this. We're still together and we're still in love. So it is in that way really wonderful, and it's kind of like an anniversary reminder, so you can stay on track in your relationship. It can put pressure on your relationship though, especially if you're trying to be perfect in your photos. So once again, I'm really suggesting go light with those edits. Don't worry about that part. What's most important is that the two of you you were having a good time, you snapped a photo and you shared it. Too many times we get so crazy about the way we look that you take all the fun, all the great memories out of the experience. And I think the next thing is be able to understand that you don't ever want to post something that violates a boundary or that is secretive or away from your partner, because just like the social media can help strengthen your relationship, man, it can take it down faster than anything else. I've seen couples who, one comment or something someone says turns the wrong way, and miscommunication is so easy anyway. And when you're typing a comment, they're short, they're terse. It's so much easier to miscommunicate. One comment, and you can have 100 great comments, but if you have one nasty one, it just takes all the joy out of it. And you all of a sudden, you feel really bad, really insecure about what you posted, and your partner probably won't feel so good about it either. So be very wise about that. I always instruct couples, if you're going to use social media in your relationship, make sure you get your partner's approval, make sure you both have access to that page, and make sure you're not doing anything in secret that your partner would feel bad if they saw. And that's kind of my thing. Is this something I would willingly share with my partner, or is it something that I wouldn't want them to see? It would upset them or whatever else. If that's the answer, you shouldn't be posting it. If this video is helpful for you, please subscribe. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you. And I'm using some of your guys' questions and comments to make my videos, so keep those coming.